Hello and welcome to the third edition of TEDx IIIT Delhi. This is the third time that IIIT Delhi is hosting TEDx in its campus, and the theme for TEDx is Shifting Paradigms.
This year we have 10 different speakers from a very wide range of expertise. We have technology experts, and then we have fashion designers, and we even have fitness coaches.
So let's go find out what exactly does Shifting Paradigms mean.
Shifting Paradigms is about the next phase, and the next phase is going to be delivered by technology. And for big problems like insurance, I feel that's shifting a paradigm, moving it, taking technology and enabling a big change that has yet to happen and make insurance more accessible to the wider.
Shifting paradigms means, what it means to me is that you can use whatever you're doing, whatever your discipline is, it doesn't have to be used in a stereotypical way or the traditional way. It can be used in multiple domains. It can be used through, you can look at it through different perspectives.
So for me, paradigm shift means a change in the way we see life. For me, it meant how we see inclusion of differently able people in our day-to-day lives, how that can change our own lives.
Alright, now it's almost time for the event. Let's move towards the venue.
Let's go get the registration process started, distribute the goodies. It's showtime.
Every few hundred years, we measure the contribution that humans make to that particular age and we give that a name, right? That's been the trend. Now I'm a little worried because for the last 50 years and for the most likely part, the next 50 years, our largest contribution to this country, to this world, is our garbage. Will that mean that we will be known as the humans from the garbage era?
My talk was about garbage and the era in which we are living, which is a thing. So I think the greatest takeaway will be on how people go back and work on their own solutions, how they can take leadership in creating zero waste centers and more. That is the biggest takeaway.
How is this going to impact me? Why should I care about it? Yeah, I had the tea coffee cup just now, I threw it out. It's going to add to that 0.5 kgs, that plastic cup bottle is going to add to that. Why should I bother about it? It doesn't strike me now. Build an ecosystem that India's amazing problem solving ability. We have amazing problem solving ability among us. In this room, we have that. Bring that together. Bring that together to solve this challenge. Get all the minds together and let's put that together in place. With that, I want to leave with my last question. So which era are you going to be a part of? Thank you.
When I used to visit my village, I see we don't have a good school, we don't have a good hospital, we don't have roads, and even the people, they don't know about what is the good health. Then I thought I should go and do something for the people who really needs that. So then I started moving to my village, just coming in, going back to US, and I started this menstrual hygiene programs.
जब वहाँ पर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जाके बोलोगी आपके यहाँ कोई इस तरह की कैंपेन करने आया तो एकदम शॉक कि अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है, इसकी ज़रूरत है क्या करने की? नहीं, ज़रूरत नहीं है, लेकिन एक बार आप अलाउ करिए आपके यहाँ जो बच्चियाँ हैं.
They are also spreading awareness in their families, their daughters, their relatives, and their own villages. So that is another thing. And then we started the campaign is called Bad Woman Campaign, which is going to the tribal areas, tribal district in Madhya Pradesh.
जो सेशन करते हैं उसके बाद जब उनके सवाल होते हैं वो ऐसे सवाल होते हैं कि आप इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकते, इतने बड़े बड़े टैबूज होते हैं क्या. मैंने ये शुरुआत की है तो हो सकता है आगे भी बहुत सारे लोग इसमें अभी अवेयर हुए हैं. We will put more energy and we'll see more positive results. In my opinion, education is all about getting better and better, especially when we are doing some good work. Thank you so much.
Hi, good afternoon. Today I'm here to talk about a new way of doing breast cancer screening to detect early stage breast cancer in a completely privacy aware manner. It's very important because we want all the ladies in the world to do breast cancer screening regularly and save themselves from that horrendous disease.
Breast cancer is the largest cancer killer in women today, and what we have been doing so far is insufficient. We need to think of a paradigm shift and think about new ways of technology, new ways of using technology to come up with a novel method of breast cancer. So we have attempted to do that using advanced thermography and artificial intelligence, and that's what we want the users to think about.
And not just that, this particular thing currently is being used for breast cancer screening. It can actually work for many other types of cancers and become really a universal cancer screening solution to save not only women but also males from breast cancer. Thanks a lot. And
The title of my talk was Finding Zen in Digital Insurance.
How can you, in this digital ecosystem, make insurance more relatable and more accessible? Insurance got privatized in 2000, so about 18 years ago. And since those 18 years, there has been hardly any product innovation. So what you have are blanket products, which can be applied to a 10-year-old all the way to a 16-year-old, with zero context in between. So can I relate to an insurance that way? Absolutely no. So most people couldn't understand. These are comprehensive, full of jargon, financial, heavy-looking products, and most people shy away.
So I think there's learnings all the way through. I spent a lot of time with various consumer products and digital products, and through that you stumble across problems which are big problems, and you think somebody's solving those problems. But when you look outside, there are not many people solving these big issues. Everyone's trying to go for the really cool stuff, but these are big problems, and so we stumbled upon this problem. And so having the experience of work in digital and mobile and products, it was just a natural fit for me.
And I'll end with this slide, which is, going digital is not an option anymore. It is the default. Thank you.
My silences, my self-defense. Mad, bad, bad, mad, 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 I'm mad, 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 I'm mad, 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 I'm mad. I can't get these memories out of my mind, like some kind of madness was taking control. Mad, mad, mad. I can't get these memories out of my mind, like some kind of madness was taking control. Mad, 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 mad. Love.
how long does it take for you to put your clothes on, your shirt on every day? I'm sure this is a question we don't ask ourselves. For an able-bodied person, it might take less than a minute. But for a differently able person, this is an eternal struggle. Imagine they could do this. Movability Clothing provides clothing solutions for differently able people and people with reduced mobility that helps them in the ease of dressing and undressing. It was after my daughter Tilotama was born, and the fact that she needed clothes to wear to school that she could go to the toilet with, because that was the most important thing, that she could go to the toilet on her own. So with this, we created the idea of reuse, redesign, and re-energize. We reuse existing clothes, we redesign them so it is adaptable to the user, and re-energize by using differently able people in the process. We give them a new energy and a new idea of their life.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about how to navigate business through an anthropological lens. Well, so I've had a passion for anthropology ever since I was a child. I've always been fascinated with people's stories. And I was also very fascinated with brands, with products, with how we, because we use that every day. So I always thought, why not merge the two? Here's my passion, where I love to hear about people's stories, and here's something that I interact with on a day-to-day basis. So let's see if I can marry the two and find a perfect medium. As an anthropologist, I'm trained to understand human behavior, to identify patterns in the larger culture. So I focus on a holistic approach to understand how behaviors are formed, how they're perpetuated, and how they fit in the current cultural context. By my talk, how to fuse two different disciplines that people think in the beginning are completely polar opposites, and also how to really understand the world from someone else's perspective, how to really take the time to see how the other person sees the world. I think that would be what I would say. So what I would want to leave you on is that whatever job you're doing, if you're interacting with people, or even the people you're sitting next to, always ask yourself this before you come up with a strategy or you come up with an assumption. Am I basing my assumption based on how I think the other person should act, how I believe they think? Or have I taken the time to really understand them, to really see the world from their perspective, and therefore am I basing my interaction on their truth? Thank you.
Years ago, I took an unconventional path for myself, and I became a mental health entrepreneur. Neither was I a mental health practitioner, nor was the market for mental health services really booming in India. And nobody chooses to be mentally or emotionally ill. They're just like physical illnesses. Mental illness knocks you out of the blue, and rather than judgment, please give that person your love, your care, and support. And I conceptualized the idea of Eastside Clinic, an online and social mental health platform. And once I had the idea, I was very happy. I wanted to go and talk to my family about it, which is, by the way, a typical Punjabi household. So I remember one of my relatives remarked, "Hun enni changi naukari chhad ke tenu kuch bhi nahi milya te tune pagalan da online hospital kholna."
Takeaway was that if you decide to make an impact, it's going to be a very difficult journey. So brace yourself, be ready, and if you're ready for that, and if you don't give up, you will eventually be able to achieve whatever you were set out to achieve. And pain is overrated as something that needs to be avoided. It's something that we all experience, and we can all make the most of our own share of pains.
My topic is basically about our attitude towards trees and forests. So till now we have been looking at trees like commodities. we have an economic model of looking at trees and forests. So how much they can serve, how much oxygen they are giving, how much timber they are giving, what is the industrial, how much from a forest, how much sand you can mine and how much iron ore you can mine and how much this. We are forgetting.
की रकम बात करते हैं, चलो टाइगर की बात करते हैं। अब लोग कहते हैं कि टाइगर कंजर्वेशन में आप पैसा लगाइए। मेरा ये मानना है कि टाइगर के ऊपर इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे, टाइगर पे पैसे इन्वेस्ट कर सकते होगे, आप उसका हैबिटेट वापस दीजिए, आप उसका जंगल वापस दीजिए। आप एलिफेंट प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं, उसके ऊपर बिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स लगा देते हैं, करोड़ों रुपया लगा देते हैं। अरे हाथी की क्या इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे भाई? हाथी के ऊपर इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे, उसको अपना कॉरिडोर वापस दो, उसको एक जंगल से दूसरे जंगल जाने की जो व्यवस्था है, उसका जो रास्ता है उसको वो दो, उसको अपना जंगल वापस दे दो। सर, हाथी अपने आप को संभाल लेगा, शेर अपने आप को संभालेगा, टाइगर अपने आप को संभालेगा, पक्षी बटरफ्लाइज बर्ड्स अपने आप को संभालेंगे। उनको उनका घर वापस दे दो, उनको उनका अपना जंगल वापस दे दो। इसको बैंकिंग को, टैक्सेशन को, भाई साहब जिंदा रहेंगे तो ये सब बैंकों में जाओगे आप जिंदा ही नहीं रहेंगे जब 20-30 साल में, तो फिर होगा क्या? अपनी सर्वाइवल, प्लीज अपने पेड़ों को, जंगलों को सुरक्षित रखिए प्लीज। यही हमारे पेरेंट्स हैं, यही हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स हैं, यही हमारी नाभि है, यही हमारा अस्तित्व है। प्लीज, थैंक यू।
Well, I'm very nervous because sometimes, like, this is the first time where I feel that how it feels when your dream comes true. I mean, this is what I dreamed about from so many years. And I used to see TEDx, like I have seen so many TEDx before, and I used to think that I'll get chance to speak on this stage one day, but I was not thinking that it will come so soon. Well, I don't want it to be a fitness expert, and my life was, whatever I'm going to speak today, it is a complete challenge. Like, I have, lost so many things during this journey. So that was like a challenge for me. एक होता है एडवांस लेवल जो बहुत ज़्यादा गहरा होता है, तो मैं वहाँ खड़ी थी एंड आई वाज वेरी यंग, वो मेरी एज उस टाइम पे शायद 6-7 साल की होगी, तो मेरे को आके मेरे कोच ने लात मार दी बड़े पूल में, और शायद मैं वहाँ पे डूबने के ऊपर मुझे ऐसा लगा कि यार अब तो मेरी शायद डेथ है, क्योंकि किसी ने बोला था कि मैं मर जाऊँगी पानी से। सो दैट वॉज द फर्स्ट लेसन इन माई लाइफ, जहाँ पे मुझे ये पता चला कि जब मैंने अपने हाथ पैर चलाने स्टार्ट किए तो आई लर्न स्विमिंग। तो मुझे ये बात पता चली कि हाँ, आपकी ज़िंदगी में जब तक आपको लात नहीं पड़ती है, जब तक आपको गिराया नहीं जाता है, तब तक आप कुछ सीखते नहीं हो।
It's been a good experience. This is the first time that I'm attending a TEDx IIIT, and I'm very glad to hear these different kind of speakers come up with their ideas and share it with them.
I was a curator, so my job was finding speakers and finding new ideas to be, present in front of this crowd and for the TEDx. So it was very interesting because looking for people, you get to know so much that you aren't aware of what's happening around you, and it's also a very nice experience interacting with these speakers because you get to know more about what people are doing and what you can do. So it's very enlightening.
And the one that I felt like I could really connect to was Jeet Sangvi's talk. So she basically spoke about her struggles as a sports person and how she overcame them, and then her experiences in the industry and how she shifted places. She had to try new things, and I felt like all those are very connectable because as somebody who played like similar sports, like mine is the boxing part, I think there was a lot to learn.